About the Tekken. What you found out today?
Oh, that no characters are getting any fucking nerfs or buffs. It's just the characters moving from six straight to that game.
Oh yeah, about Tekken Tag 2 guys. Most of the characters are not getting any buffs or nerfs. They just not gonna transfer it. They just gonna copy and paste those characters in Tekken Tag 2.
Pretty much copy and paste.
And they ain't buffing anybody up.
No rage meter in the game so far. I mean,
yeah, no rage meter so far.
The life bar has been increased from 100 to 200%. In party play it's gonna be 250, but default would be 200 instead of 100. So yeah, 200. When you KO one person, that's game over pretty much. Instead of you gotta knock out both people. The bound system been nerfed only up against the wall, not doing mid screen. So you do like a 5-hit juggle then bound and bring in the next character, the combo to finish off. There won't be there's no damage scale either. Everything does full damage. Since the light bar is up to 200.
Yeah, I can tell by that test video they had going on. But came to the conclusion that Tekken 6 is the most BS game right now.
Yeah.
And what I saw this Brian player, how he was doing in rage mode, I couldn't get him. He always get me. And you know, I've been coming a lot of good plays lately on the PS3 and 360. I see some Brian players doing all this frame advantage stuff and block streams and some frame traps, and then after I block that, I can't even block the other one. Like, you can't block it. It's unblockable. Like, people know that frame data. And Fang Wei, he got invincibility as well. With his parrying and all that stuff. When he in rage mode, you can just mash with him and just win. Now, Law, tell me your side of the story about it.
Tell what?
Tell your side of the story about it.
I mean, shit, I met a dude today at the game store, and he's a huge fan of fighting games, 2D and 3D. A really big fan of them, like, still a fan to the point that nigga still play Namco X Capcom on PlayStation. That nigga still play that shit. I was surprised.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Huh?
I say, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hell no, ain't nothing wrong with that. But then, yeah, then he also, like, he ordered a book from Korea. Yeah.
It's a book, frame data book in Korea.
To go to school to use animation when it comes to frames and sprites and portraits and shit and whatnot. He used that as an advantage to learn fighting games experience when it comes to frames and, like, especially coming across Tekken 6. You know, there was some characters on that shit that has an advantage when they use that rating, like Brian, Sangwang.
Yeah, like I said earlier.
Paul, Bob. Like, I was really, like, surprised to see that, and I was so disappointed to the point where I broke my damn Tekken to see that people cry so much about fucking Super Street Fighter. Now look at fucking Tekken 6. Before y'all motherfuckers start crying about Super Street Fighter, I need to just hop on Tekken case. Y'all can fucking cry about that game. Tell Namco to fix their shit or something.
Yeah, they really need to get it together. I ain't really see that, but when I saw it today myself, but from a lot of players, I've been playing Tekken 6 all day, like finding some crazy stuff. These Fang Wei players ain't no joke. They know their frames, and Brian players, and Bob, he's safe on everything. Bruce, he kind of safe on everything sometimes, and Paul, when he does that hop kick on Rage, he has invincibility. And how do you fight a Ling Xiaoyu? How do you fight a Ling Xiaoyu? Like, she has frame advantage punches. And her rolls, you can't even counter it. It's like she has invincibility with that. So, she has invincibility in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy. But like I was coming across, I mean, I'm not trying to bring no names out there, but for the ones, you know who I'm talking about. The ones that's crying about fucking Super, or the ones that's crying about Tekken, or the ones that's crying about Blast Blue and King of Fighters. Ain't not one there fighting game out there that doesn't have BS in it. They all do. You're going to come across one, and they all honestly do.
They do, all of them.
It's just so damn seriously and just to play. I met a homeboy today. He don't take no fighting game serious, and he's so damn good. When I came to find out, he'd been at 3 tournaments that I've been there, and I was luckily surprised that actually eliminated him. I didn't know that he was a tournament player until I met him today. And I was like, dude, this motherfucker, like, looks so familiar, and he's actually good at these games. You know, but that shit he showed me on Tekken, man, especially with Gan Ryu, too, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Gan Ryu, I don't know how to fight that dude. I don't get much Gan Ryu players. He has some frame advantage stuff as well.
And it came to the conclusion to a point where this nigga, like, man, it's crazy. I still got love for fighting games, but, you know, people just gotta stop bitching and complaining about these fighting games, man, and just fucking live up and play. And if you don't like them because this or because of that, y'all want to cry about Super, but I still see people still playing that damn game for the ones that actually cry, like A-Train, for an example. I hate to use that nigga name, but shit, you still playing Super, and you crying about the game. Your motto says Super Street Fighter 4 is trash, and you still playing it. That doesn't make any sense. Cry about a game, cry about all 2Ds and all 3Ds. I'll be right there to be right beside you and say the same exact shit. And people wondering why Tekken 6, these are for the Tekken 6 fans, wondering why Tekken 6 is not being tournament played so much because they have certain shit going on with that game.
Yeah, because I ain't understand why it wasn't tournament played like that, like Super was. Like Super.
And the only reason why Super is like that because Super doesn't have any advantages with characters. Like every character is completely way how they own play. Like the reason why Super is played BS is because the people play with them play that game how they want to play. When it comes to Tekken, you got to play like how Tekken is supposed to be played. It's when you combo so much, you wait for an opportunity to juggle. That's all I've seen good players do. They don't do no good block streams. They don't just sit there and play a good poking game. They will actually sit there and chill and relax until you get a juggle off. And that's how they beat motherfuckers on that shit. You can't do that shit on no damn Street Fighter because Street Fighter all foot you just zoning. You want to get a combo out, it's the person that's staying on the ground, so there's no juggle on no super. That's what you're
right.
trying to do. Or some shit.
You're right.
Blast Blue has a system where you can break out of combos, but you only can do it twice. I kind of find that bullshit too. These give us 3 times, not no damn 2 times. That's stupid. And here you come across a nigga that combo your ass twice. You waste both of them. What you gonna do the 3rd round or the 2nd round? You don't waste it. That's retarded. And fucking KOF. Certain curves on that game have frame advantages as well, like Angel. What's that motherfucker name, man? I can't think of that. Goddamn.
Benamaru.
Game is a matching game. People tend to match jabs or kicks on that game to try to start their combos up. Not every fighting game is safe to play. It really isn't. Because you're going to come across people who play the shit to make the game unfun. That's why you motherfuckers need to stop crying and bitching and complaining about fighting games. You really don't cry about them so much. Stop fucking playing them. Shit, I'm dead again. Damn it.
But yeah, like you said, martial law. Brother of Oath.
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be a lot of fighting games coming out in the next 5 years. There's going to be more BS, so y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Because I know that Tekken 2, there's going to be a lot of crybabies in that.
Yep, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, so for the ones that's getting that game, y'all better be prepared to hear. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
I'm going to get it myself. I'm a Tekken fanatic. That's what I am. I'm going to get it myself. That's
dude, and he let me borrow his book. I'm going to study this bitch to a point where I'm going to find some shit on Tekken Tag, and I better not hear no fucking crybabies. I'm going to learn some shit. Just free that. Long Paul all day, man, and Miguel.
And mine is Jin and Lee. So, hey, there's this frame data book that Law got, and he's studying it, and don't
get me wrong. I'm gonna try to see if I can make a video or some shit with my friend here, and he's gonna go over with the book, like try to do a little tutorial on understanding animation frames and shit they use for gaming.
Now I don't know if you heard that, folks, but yeah, check out his channel XMasterLeeX. I see why people went back to 5DR and lower. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that. When I played Tekken 5DR today, I felt refreshed. Like, then when I played 6, I can't really control myself at times. Like, I just play rush down for some reason. I couldn't focus like that. I don't know what it is, but that stuff right there that I found out myself today, that disappointed me. It really did. But yeah, all fighting games got BS. But right now, Tekken 6 is the most BS game. No wonder why it ain't being tournament played that much. And Super Street Fighter 4 is flooded. Even though Super Street Fighter 4 has BS in it, play Tekken 6.
People can adapt to that game than they could on Tekken, because pretty much like Tekken doesn't have any damage decrease, reduced damage scale. Like fucking what you call it does. Super. You know, if you try to catch, the minute you catch somebody with within 5 hits, like 4 or 5 hits, damage will start being reduced. You even notice that when you see Ryu do certain combos into an ultra, all the fireballs don't connect. It's just all certain like 3, 4 fireballs connect from in this ultra. That's it. All you will get. So people can deal with that than what they can on Tekken. If Tekken would have did the same thing on reducing damage as well, damage scale on combos, especially after the bound, then that'd be cool. That'd be straight. But Super got it when it comes to that.
Yeah.
It really does. The hell am I going?
But like, for real, like, this is some crazy stuff, man. Like, I found out today, this frame data book, all these freaking frames that you can do, that you can counter. Like, you said he beat you with Dan?
Hell yeah, he beat me with Dan.
With Dan, and he was using Rufus.
Rufus beat my Rufus with Dan by just constantly stunning me. There was to a point where I wish I had that recorded. I really couldn't do anything. Like, it stunned me to a point where my character was like frozen. I really couldn't do anything at all.
There's a guy that he met that studies frame data, and he's just really good at fighting games, and he was giving, like, Law a taste of his medicine, you know what I mean?
Pretty much.
That's just like, for real, I can't play with a dude like that, but I really want to see what's going on with him. And the fact that, you know...
Don't get me wrong, though. As me playing that guy, he showed me some stuff, you know, some stuff that I never really seen before, and I understood it, and it started backfiring on him as well. After he showed me that stuff and he beat me with Dan, we did a race to 10 on Super, and I beat him 10-9. Then we did a race to 10 on KOF. I beat him 10-7. A race to 10 on Tekken. I beat the hell out of him 10-7. I'm sorry, I was mad.
Oh, he didn't use frame data on you then?
Yeah, he was. But he showed me how to get out of it and showed me how to, like, you know, do it back.
You can't get out of frame data, guys. You can't get out of frame data. It's just, you gotta wait at the right time, like, time it. See.
Yeah, not even that. Like, the only way you get out of it is if your opponent mess up. There was times he messed up. That's how I was able to get out of it. And I had to run away a lot to keep myself out of it. Then I started doing it back, especially with Rufus. I kept trapping him with Rufus. The tornado combo into the corner with a crouching jab that he couldn't even match sure you could get out of that shit. So I had to do it back. That's the only way you can fight people like that is by doing stuff like that too. You have to. If you come across a opponent that does shit like that, like Balrog, people cry about Balrog so much because of his jab. That's one reason why. Balrog can jab, walk up, jab, walk up, jab, walk up, over and over and over. You won't really do too much about it till you mash out. Once you mash out, you come across a good reflex Balrog, you gonna block that shit, and look, you gonna get fucked up for it.
Yeah, Balrog got a lot of frames, like fast frames. Shoot, like, for real, this is crazy, man. Like, some people gonna make the game on fun. I'm telling you, when MVC3 come out.
What I've seen on any fighting game, you're gonna find something. It's gonna be something in them. But MVC3 was all the crossover games. You know, Capcom vs. SNK 2 and 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. Like most of them crossover games were made to be like that. So there's no really no doubt about that. It's gonna have it. Even if they're gonna try to make it a balance or something, but it's still gonna have it.
Yeah, Morrigan has an infinite. Well, not
I'm
really
just so
infinite.
disappointed to see that out of all games, the #1 fighting game on the franchise, Tekken, that has some shit in it that I've never experienced, but I'm actually experiencing.
Yeah, I actually experienced myself with this Brian players and Fang Wei and Bob and all these martial arts. Steve Fox.
Oh, don't even get started on fucking Steve.
Yeah, Steve has frame advantage as well. He's gotten
Started on that nigga. He got a list of it.
Yeah. Steve, I can't stand Steve. I'm sorry. I'm just playing bad. There was a lot of delay when I was playing on PS3 tonight. I was just trying some stuff, like not even really like actually playing, beating the person, but just trying to see what can I do frame data.
My old school games, because back then when the developers made, you know, the old school fighters, you know, like World Heroes.
Yeah.
Or Street Fighter Alpha games. Or the old school KOF like 95, 96, 97, the old school 98. You know, Mark of the Wolves. Them games really didn't have the shit that's going on now in these new next-gen fighting games because the developers want to try new stuff, you know. So as that being said, I'm going back to my old school fighting games.
Same here. Oh yeah, Fight Club is getting ready to come back. Fight Club is getting ready to come back. So
yeah, that too. I'm still playing. I'm still gonna be playing Super Tekken, Blast Blue, the new KOF. I'm still gonna
Mortal
play
Kombat
it. It's my favorite version of those games. I'm gonna take them competitively, but I'm going back to my old school fighting game because I think I'm better off at those games because I don't want to be getting frustrated. I don't want to come across another player I met today that's doing the same exact.
Same here. That's why some people, like I know, like JLW, he stick to them old school fighting games. He don't play that new stuff. He don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just crazy, man. But yeah, that's all we had to say for now. Stay tuned. No chicken nuggets and hot sauce today because I'm very upset. Peace.